Hello, friends. So I'm using Learn-LMS for my algebra courses in WordPress. And so one of the difficulties that I find, I can't quite get the LaTeX language or special characters to actually work well in WordPress. Even using the math jacks and the PHP coding and whatnot, it still doesn't want to show up. So, in the right way. So what I've done is I've created a workaround that I thought someone else might be interested in seeing. So what I'm using is Canva, because Canva has a LaTeX math code that you can use. And what I've done is I've set up a little page, a little blank page, and I have a LaTeX problem here. And I go ahead and I type in my code for LaTeX. For a fraction here, we're doing some exponent simplification. So for instance, here is a quick one that we can do. And I just type in my code. And it's important to remember when you have more than one digit in an exponent to enclose that in brackets. And then in my denominator, we have some parentheses here. And that is squared, and then L to the -3, and then K. All right, so let me double check to make sure that that looks like what I have figured out to use as my problem. All right, so I click update. So then that just fills in the space of what I had before. So there's my problem. Then I want to come in here, and what I'll do is I will just delete all these other answers. You see I've set up A, B, C, D. So this is going to be a multiple choice problem because I can't type in those exponents in the WordPress system in the answers. This is just a much easier workaround. So let me get the correct answer here for this problem. And it is going to be a fraction. And the whole point of this is to write the answer with negative exponents. So it's going to be k to the -2, and then L to the -3 is my simplified answer. So I'm going to update that. Let me enlarge that just a bit and center that again. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to Control C. I'm going to copy this to where I've got it 4 times. And then I'm just going to edit my answers. I think I want D to be my right answer. So let me edit A. I'm just going to take out a negative sign here. I'm going to take out a negative sign in the denominator. And then here, let me update that. Here, I'm going to take out both of the negative signs because I'm not telling them what the answer should be. I am just changing the signs around and letting them guess. So now that I've got those set up, I'm just going to do a quick little screenshot and make a graphic. Come over here to my problem in WordPress and drag and drop it. And once I do that, I can just click insert into post and it pops up. There is my problem and there are my multiple choice options. And underneath I just type the letter of the correct answer. So this is a great workaround for anybody who needs to use LaTeX in a Learn-LMS course and you can't quite get it to work. You can use a graphic that has all of your options there. And now, even though it's a multiple choice question, you're going to, I like to put a category on mine. This is Algebra 2. You're going to select fill in the blank. Let me give it some points so they can make points. And then you're just going to type in the letter of the correct answer as a blank. In this case, it's D. So I give them the option to do lowercase d or uppercase D. That way, however they type it in, it's still D. So they're still going to get it marked right. And then I click update. So as soon as this updates, I'm going to take you guys to show you what it looks like in the actual course. So here's the actual course quiz for this problem set. It's actually a problem set. It's not a quiz. This is actually homework for lesson 2. Therefore, it's problem set 2. So we start the quiz, and you can see there's some geometry. They'll fill in the blank there and there. But then we get to these questions that have exponents. And here you can see I made that an image and then gave the directions and then made that an image. And it was after a couple of these types of problems, I think it was actually this one, that I decided, why not just put them together and make one screenshot, and then I'll have fewer graphics that I have to house in my media. It'll have to pull up fewer. So here you see, you know, how I've got that LaTeX from, it's just a graphic that I have pulled. You can actually open the image in a new tab if I wanted to. Let me do that to show you. It just pulls up the image there, right? So it's one image. And that makes it so much easier. You don't have to worry about using LaTeX in your WordPress site. You can just use the screenshots. You can use LaTeX in Canva for free. It does all the things you want it to do. Take a quick screenshot, drop it in your problem, and turn it into a multiple choice. That gives you some options. I still haven't figured out a way, and I don't think there is a way. I've checked Canvas, I've checked WordPress, I've checked LearnDash, I've checked MathJax. There is not a way for a student to type in an answer with an exponent. So this is the best way I have found. It's the quickest way I've found. You don't have to worry about learning a whole bunch of coding. You just use that LaTeX language and you are good to go. Drop in your screenshot, and then all they have to do is type their answer, the letter, in the field. So I hope this helps give a solution to those of you who are struggling like I was with how do I do these complex characters if you're trying to do some type of a math course or review for your students and you're using LearnDash or any other. Like, it's great for Canvas or for if you're using Google Classroom. I know Google Classroom does have some add-ins, but this is just easier because then you can still have a fill in the blank and they just type in the letter, which is going to be marked correct more accurately in the system than having to type in some other type of solution. And doing it like this as one graphic means that your system is housing one picture that's really only a few bytes more than having to do 5 different pictures or 4 different pictures or however you set it up. It's just a little bit easier to do it this way. So I hope this helps you solve some of your issues that you're having with using LaTeX in any of these online math situations. And that's all I have for now. Hope this helps. See ya on the flip side.